Hey everybody, Lynn from Alaska. This is a little bit different video. I like going around and talking to people who've grown up in Alaska because they seem to have a little bit of a different perspective than some of us. Similar to the Canadians from the Yukon Territory and remote areas of BC, they live kind of a simple life and they have a different outlook. And while we were out looking at the Matanuska Glacier today, we met a young man who, along with his fiancée, owns a restaurant that overlooks the Matanuska Glacier. And he was an interesting character. He'd grown up here his whole life. And I thought you'd enjoy this interview, so here it is. Greetings from Alaska.
My name is Russell Riddles, and I grew up in Alaska for 28 years now.
And you live at the Long Rifle Lodge?
I live at the Long Rifle Lodge. Me and my fiance took over this place May 1st. We're a business partner, but we've been pretty much running it ever since then, and things are going well.
And it's a restaurant near the Matanuska Glacier, right? You can just look right out the window.
Yeah, we have a great view of the glacier.
So what do you think about living there?
Well, I grew up in this area my whole life, so I definitely like the area. Lived in Anchorage for a little while and Fairbanks for a little while, and wasn't the same. Came home and never left. So.
And so you actually grew up around here?
Yeah, right in this area.
What was the name of the town where you grew up?
The little community is called Glacier View.
Glacier View.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much anybody around here has a great view of the glacier.
So did you went to school here, and what did you do for fun? Snow machine?
Mostly a lot of snow machining. After I got out of high school, I got into cross-country skiing and snowshoeing and doing a lot of hiking and that kind of thing. So,
do you like to hunt or no?
Put meat in the freezer, that kind of thing. I'm not really into the whole trophy idea of it. You know, I'll shoot a spike fork as soon as I shoot a big one.
Just so you can eat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, are you glad that you grew up in Alaska your whole life?
Definitely. Yeah. I'd say.
Well, what do you think you have an advantage over other people? What makes you think you got an advantage?
I think it gives you a different perspective on, what's important to you as far as, real importance in life. Is I don't really worry about, whether or not I have the prettiest truck or the nicest clothes or that kind of sort of things. I worry about more important things, but at the same time I missed out on, going to prom and homecoming and all that sort of stuff that, kids in big schools get to go to. I didn't really see that. So it makes a difference.
So what was your version of prom? They didn't really have one?
We had a small prom.
So how many kids were in your graduating class?
There was 5 kids in my graduating class. Yeah.
Cool.
So we imported a couple kids and had a prom. There's probably 20 kids there and had a small prom.
So have you ever gone outside?
Oh, I've been all over the United States, actually.
Yeah, and why did you come back here?
Guess there's no place like home,
So you weren't happy outside?
I never actually lived outside. It was always vacation, but I'd pretty much seen all the United States, and I don't do well when I can't see mountains, and no place has mountains like Alaska, so there ain't much point in trying to live anywhere else.
So what would you say your favorite thing is to do here?
I probably enjoy snowshoeing and hiking in the wintertime more than anything, just getting out away from the beaten path where, there's no snow machine trails or nothing, and you're just out in the woods and you're just kind of making your way in. You get to an area and it opens up and you can overlook, the whole valley of, that's what's important.
So do you get to see a lot of wildlife when you do that?
Very often, yeah. I've ran across plenty of, coyotes and foxes and that sort of thing, hiking through the woods.
So have you ever run into a bear in the summer?
Yes, I did. Actually, I ran into a bear in Anchorage. I've never ran into a bear out here.
Really?
Yeah, in Camel Creek in the middle of Anchorage. Me and my brother, he lived in Anchorage, and we were going to go fishing in Camel Creek and walked right up on a bear and decided that he liked the fishing hole better than we did, so we turned around and went back.
So what's your favorite place in Alaska, you think?
Favorite place in Alaska? I absolutely love Kennecott.
Kennecott?
It's like stepping back in time. It's great. If you go in the spring and fall of the year when all the tourists aren't there and it's just the locals, and you just sit back and talk to them and, ask them where to go hiking and that sort of thing, it's the neatest place. It's like going back in time.
So you own the Long Rifle Lodge, that's correct? It's on the Glen Highway?
Yeah, it's on
Your
the
family
highway.
owns it, or you own it?
Me and my fiance run the place, yes.
Great. Well, thank you for your interview. I appreciate that. People around the world are going to want to see it.
Thanks.
Bye.